We are alive with the sound of music. For YouTube to catch up. And we are good. Let's do this. Let's go.
Whoa!
Oh. Right then. Where are we heading? We are going to the
I
Unreliable.
know, I'm trying to...
The line? There you are.
That was a good thing you did, Captain. Helping to bring the deserters and Edgewater folks back together. I hope you rest well on that.
I hope so too. Thanks, Wooman. Let's move on out of here. I'm running.
Doing something. Hold on a minute. They would be great.
So, what's the plan?
Good, we're good. Let's punch the microphone. What you chatting, woman? I think. If he doesn't get that way. Splashdown!
Here we go! Nice one!
But easy peasy. Good shit, bro. Now we carry on. Carry on. Ooh, not been in here. Wrong button. You had a bad day, sir. Is it? Move it on. Over the hill far away where Teletubbies come to play. And there's me ship. Big and beautiful, reliable. Huh?
This'll be quick!
We did it! Yay! Double body. There it is. Where did it go? Fly? This one? Well, I killed one closer. In fact, I know I killed one closer. You? No. You go over here. Yeah, follow it to it. Funny bit of loot, fine. Let's go to the unreliable. Let's go to the unreliable. Bye.
Is this your ship? Oh my stars, she is just so handsome! Does she have a name yet? What's her drive model? Oh, gosh. Listen to me babbling. When I was in Edgewater, I dreamed of flying on a real ship, working on a real engine, belonging to a proper crew. I'm the only decent mechanic Edgewater's got, but every time I think of going back, I get this sinking feeling. Well, it's kind of you to say that. And you're right. I wasn't happy. I want to ask you something, and you can say no. But can I come with you?
Hell yeah.
I could tend to your engine. I know my G-valves from my catalyzers, and I can keep your ship singing. And if you ever need a pair of eyes watching your back, I can do that too. What do you think? Yes! I mean, thanks.
Hell yeah.
You won't regret this, mister.
Sonny.
Captain. I can call you Captain now. Ha! I got a captain.
Well, I certainly am looking forward to flying on a ship named the Unreliable. I'll just head upstairs and claim a room.
You do that, don't you?
Nice.
I got so bright. But I have so bright.
Captain, I have detected that Edgewater's power supply is now optimal. I applaud your willingness to invest your time in the local community.
Thank you.
What can I do for you, Captain? Do you know how to install a power regulator?
Yes.
Outstanding, Captain. Your aptitude for engineering will prove invaluable in the event of another catastrophic engine failure. Our engine room is located behind you, across the cargo bay, up the ladders.
Let's go fix it. Ship. I'm a rubber ducky. Oh. So. We got 180, 215. People like machine gun. Oh shit. So far I've got level 10. Junk all this stuff. Assault rifle.
Install a Diablo modders.
In a few days. Already installed it. Got the hammer. What's with that? Pistol. One. Gyro sight. You know what? Yes. Okay. Nothing. Repair it. Repair everything. Okey-dokey. Push it. Perfect. Talk to our best friend.
What can I do for you, Captain? All systems are operating within acceptable parameters. I am prepared to bring the Unreliable into low-altitude orbit. This should prove an adequate test of our flight capabilities.
Moving. Yeah.
We have received a communication request from Dr. Phineas Wells.
Aha, there you are. Hale and hearty, and captain of your own ship. I see you're putting the Unreliable to good use. Shame about her former captain. Horrible way to die. How are you feeling, by the way? I lost track of you in that cave back there. Experiencing any, unnatural drippage? Perfectly normal side effect of thawing, I assure you. What you saw in Emerald Vale is happening all across the colony. Food shortages, lack of supplies, and basic necessities. We're dying. The chairman, the minister, and all their lackeys on the board are to blame. The Hope has some of the brightest minds Earth ever sent us. If we can revive the Hope's colonists, they can help us undo the board's mistakes. They can help us set things right. You need to get to Stellar Bay on Monarch. I have contacts there. They'll help me, help us, find the chemicals to revive your fellow colonists. Gladys Kelly, lovely woman, runs a cozy little black marketing outfit on the Groundbreaker. She can get you a nav key to land on Stellar Bay.
Great.
Excellent. I'll send her a wireless. Let her know you're coming. By the way, I gave Captain Hawthorne a disguise apparatus of my own design, cutting-edge technology, years ahead of its time. I call it the Holographic Shroud. I'm sure it will prove remarkably useful to you. You'll find it in the captain's quarters. Excellent. I'll contact you once you've found a way to get to Stellar Bay. If you have any questions, come see me in my lab. And remember, don't trust the board. They'll try to win you over with promises of wealth and power, but it's a lie. The board's only interested in filling their own pockets. If we don't put a stop to them, they're going to run this colony to the ground.
Transmission ended. If you are ready to depart, please select a destination on your navigation terminal.
Got it. What's this?
Make yourself at home, Captain.
Sweet. Okay. Acquire the science weapon on groundbreaker. The transfer stuff here. What want to transfer? I care too much about. A saber. Skill points available. 10. 2 on that. Point on the guns. Yep. Goki. Vicar of Dibley. Spawed off shotgun. Light machine gun. Saber. It's got a perk point. Okay, so hacking, threat generation, base health. What is that amount of threat this companion generates when attacking enemies? I'm less likely to attack this one. Why would I want that? Skill when max is in 5. You got anything? Let's go defensive. You've got some pretty awesome weapons, so it's fine. You, sir, can be defensive. Stick to defensive. Passage to anywhere. Speak to Gladys on her own break. Right then. Wait. Did I get the... I did get the shroud. Acquire the science weapon on groundbreaker. Talk to me crew. Hold up. Still wrenching you. Loot places. I just need all your stuff, so this is not find a full box. First wrench over here. That's pretty cool. Alright, the Vicar of Dibley. Index of Banned Literature. Okay then. Who's in here? Nobody's in here. Don't need all this food. I don't know where I'm grabbing it. Down we go. I am the captain of this ship.
Ha!
Broken my legs.
Yeah, so this is my hidey spot now. I was looking for a place that was quiet. I figured the kitchen would be louder than the hold, so here I am. Cozy-like, ain't it? That's in pretty good shape, considering how hard Mr. Hawthorne ran it. It's a Yakita LHA 120, A2 model, I'm pretty sure. The Block 2 design scooshed in extra cargo space, but didn't change the stock engines. Probably a touch underpowered, huh?
Accurate in all particulars. I conclude you are Edgewater's board-certified mechanic.
Fly-by-wire's pretty normal. Or leastways, that's what I read in the trades. I've never been on a real ship before. Hello! I am not a board-certified mechanic, but my dad was. He taught me all he knew. Do you understand?
Speech recognition is one of the many skills I have been programmed to simulate.
You're not simulating it, you're doing it! I asked a question and you answered it.
I am gratified you consider this facsimile convincing.
I don't see any holes in the hull. I'll take a good squint at her, make sure everything's tip-top. But I think we're cooking with plasma torches. You can do that, you know. My dad taught me how to make grilled cheese sandwiches with a plasma torch.
Sweet.
Mostly, yeah. I lived in the maintenance office near all my life. Mr. Thompson never let me forget how funny that was. He meant funny as in odd. It's not normal for anyone to do as their parents. You take a vocational test. That decides your schooling and your career. When I tested out for maintenance, everyone figured it was on account of my dad. They were real unhappy with us. Well, I'm good at making things work the way they ought. Not so much at doing such to somebody else's schedule. There's times I'm working deep in the guts of a loader, getting it all running perfect. Then I look up to see it's tomorrow, and I've blown another deadline. Anyhow, I was happy to... Yep, nothing much had changed. Everything was a little grayer, a little dirtier. Dad met me at the shuttle and gave me a big ol' hug. I noticed straight away that he was moving slower and stiffer. He made a little grunt when I squeezed. About a year. I tried to do more of the work so he could rest. His heart gave him pains. Dad never said that he loved me, you know? I knew on account of him showing it. How he'd stay up late to help with my projects or listen to my fretting. Oh gosh, look at the time. Sorry to bend your ear so long. And I got so much to do before this ship's in decent shape. What? You want me to leave? Captain, you can't mean it. Oh, that's a relief. Thanks, Captain, for letting me stick around. I mean...
Sorry. Taking you trying to take off the ship. It just happened. Right, so we're going to Groundbreaker.
Destination reached. The Groundbreaker. Welcome back, Captain. How can I be of assistance? The unit is a cleaning SAM. Hawthorne brought it on board some cycles ago, I'm sure with the intent to modify it. But I've never seen it up and running. Alex likely recorded progress notes detailing his efforts to modify SAM. If you check the terminal in your captain's quarters, we may be able to determine what work remains in order for SAM to properly operate. I'll be here.
Can we talk?
What we're gonna do. Find an acid steeple.
Is it time for your regular daily period of unconsciousness?
You want me to go to sleep? Alright. Do this. Go back to
Can we talk? Just checking your ship's Captain. Hey, Captain. I'm in space. I never thought I'd be able to say that.
Yep. We're definitely in
That's
space.
not the point. This halfwit just knocked out one of my workers.
I really want to do it. It'll be fun. What? What?
Don't hurt me!
Oops. No.
Get up!
Yeah, I'm kind of glad I died. I didn't fancy. Oh well.
Can we talk?
Can we talk? What are we talking about?
Hey, Captain. I heard that Groundbreaker's got a real good engineer. A lady named Junlei Tennyson.
Okay.
I was thinking that maybe I ought to meet her. If you got time to swing us by, I mean. I don't got much experience fixing actual spaceships. I bet you a can of Borston beans she could teach me all manner of stuff.
Probably could.
Thanks, Captain. I'll be sure to make it worth your time. Did you want to talk about anything else before we moved on?
Captain, if I could trouble you for a moment of your time, while we're on the Groundbreaker, I may have an idea for how we could find a translator.
Okay.
I've been thinking on that. There's a former infamous philosopher scholar who fled Terra 2 some years ago. He's an expert on Bakonu. He's also who told me of the journal's presence in Emerald Vale. If anyone in this colony could translate that book, it would be him. That's a good question. Fortunately, we're in the perfect place to start. This is where I'd go if I wanted to get off Terra 2. Great place to pick up a ride to Hephaestus, Scylla, even Monarch. All I need is access to a data cartridge from the security terminal. Their easily hackable system keeps a registry of all crew manifests for both arrivals and departures. Before I transferred to Edgewater, I had a wealth of time to develop certain, secular skills during my years serving a particular penitentiary flock. I meditated, led sermons, provided guidance to the inmates as needed, of course. I also played prison yard tossball and taught myself a bit about computronic security systems.
Sounds good, that's good.
Thank you, Captain. Smells like grease and unwashed bodies.
That's not the point. This halfwit just knocked.
Customs and inspection, right this... Identification, please. Captain Hawthorne, you said. Let me apologize in advance. I'm about to ruin your day.
Fantastic.
According to your ship's record, you've been flagged by the board. Your ship will be impounded until such a time as they see fit to lift it.
But we've hardly been out of Edgewater long enough to get in trouble.
Well, isn't this wonderful? The captain's done something to get on the board's bad side.
Now, hold on. This isn't the end of the world. Probably. You'll want to take it up with Udom Bedford, our board representative here on Groundbreaker. His office is located along the starboard wall of the promenade. Shines like a Byzantium commode. You can't miss it. Access to that information is above my pay grade, and I've turned down 3 promotions, so it stays that way. I shouldn't be mentioning it, but what the hell? This here, impounding your ship, it doesn't happen much. The board knows we don't take kindly to their interfering in our operations. If I had to take a guess as to why, you must have riled up someone important. You take the starch out of them, well, you won't hear any complaints from me. Oh, and if you're headed that way, would you mind doing me a favor? Wanda Dorset over in sickbay? Tell her the shipment's not in yet. It's not coming in anytime soon, and if she'd be so obliged to get off my ass about it. Much appreciated. Is there anything else I can help you with? The fence. You'll find her in the rest and go, on your left when you enter the promenade. Make sure you bring an empty belly. Be seeing you.
Right now. Go to the left, to the left. Quest objective requires you to enter a restricted area.
This is it. Security. I can check the departures registry to find out which crew the Scholar shipped in and out with.
On Monarch, it's a wasteland. You were hearing things.
No, seriously. There was a lot of static at first, but then this voice said his name was Graham?
Graham, right. Broadcasting on a dead world full of monsters. Now, I've heard him.
I change it so I can use the thingamajigger. Use this holographic thingamajigger. Come on, look at a scary terminal.
Everything.
You know, it takes more muscles to frown than to smile.
Did it work?
Who told you
Huh?
that?
Something's not right. I guess I'm seeing things.
I need to stealth. Restricted area. To use it. Look at settings. Control. Button layout. Fuck. Key bindings, there we go. Reload. Bolster weapon. Calculation. Attack, weapon. General. What? So where's a button to use the thingy? Yeah. Again.
What? What was that?
I
Here
hope
they
you're
come!
ready for a fight, Captain.
Ah!
No.
I need cover!
Ah!
Why are you fighting? Motherfuckers.
Look out, Cap!
Stay down, Tallhead.
I don't get it. Trying to camouflage, but I can't camouflage because it won't let me camouflage. So, how does that work?
You go. Let's continue. Also the weapon. Hit that one. Goodbye, your restricted area. If caught inside, you'll be shot on sight. Using a disguise will prevent.
This is it. Security.
I picked up this weird
I
signal
can
the
check the
other day.
departures register to find out which crew the Scholar ship came out with.
It's a wasteland. You were hearing
Good, not
things.
using the disguise, man. You
No, seriously. There was a lot of static at first, but then this voice said his name was Graham?
Graham, right. Broadcasting on a dead world full of monsters. Now I've heard everything.
You know, it takes more muscles to frown than to smile.
Who told you that?
What do you think you're doing?
What?
I don't want any trouble out of you.
Nothing, I didn't do anything. Don't look at me. But... Nope. Yup. Yeah, get up there.
This is Halcyon News. We interrupt your regularly scheduled advertisement
I'll see
for the following story.
you in news.
The board would like to remind spacers and other travelers that passage to Monarch. Canyons of acid and sulfur rain are the least of the horrors plaguing the surface of Monarch.
Which sucks donkey nuts.
Anarchists live as one with the animals.
Break it down. Break it down. I need it. Or pick one up, I guess. Please. I'm not happy with them not attacking, so not going to aggressive. Right now, let's get in here.
Try not to be distracted by the glare of the adverts. Lots of unsavory types about.
What's being here?
Ooh, can we rent an upstairs room?
How do you do? And welcome to the Rest and Go. We used to be the Go and Rest, but folks never knew when to leave. Sorry. Business has been slow. Anything to occupy the time. Oh, you can't miss her. Right behind you, number 2. First unit on the left, or second unit from the right, depending on which direction you count from.
Hey then.
Bless my heart. A stranger come knocking on a poor old woman's door. You here for a particular reason? Or did the neighbors tell you how good my sugar cookies are? Made without a single natural ingredient, or an oven. Just like store-bought. Those have been the height of illegality since Stellar Bay turned their noses up at the board. You and I could be thrown to the void just for discussing such a transaction. Lucky for us, Groundbreaker's a free port. We're outside of the board's control. For the time being, at least. Now, I only have the one nav key. And they're hard to come by these days. It won't be cheap. If you find yourself lacking in the bits, I might have an opportunity you'd be interested in. Well, I find I'm in need of a ship captain with a little moral flexibility. Might be this could help out the Groundbreaker, as well as earn some bits. But if you've got qualms... Do you know Edna, over in engineering? Sweet as a pea, that one. On occasion, she'll pass along transmissions I might find interesting. She sent me a recording of a distress signal she'd scraped from the Groundbreaker's comm array. Curious thing is, it came from an outpost called Roseway. And Auntie Cleo abandoned that place years ago. You've got an ear for intrigue and a nose for bits. I like that. Here's a copy of the SOS recording, complete with the coordinates. If you should find a secret worth selling, might be I could find a buyer. Corporate bigwigs will pay top bit for inside information on their competitors. The more we got the corps fighting each other, the less time they got to meddle in our affairs. Don't forget to come find old Gladys when you're done. Might want to acquaint yourself with Junlei Tennyson, Groundbreaker's chief. She's been trying to get a handle on this heat problem we've got. You'll find her fretting in engineering. I'd say she's a sweet girl, but law forfend someone call me a liar. Yes, dearie? Anytime, sweetheart. You know where to find me. Here, take a candy with you.
No point doing that, I can't steal anything. Right, what have we got? Onion quest. Factory terminal, introduce Harvey. Find acid Steve. No Boston here.
Sorry about the heat. Chief Tennyson will get the radiators fixed soon. Of course, this heat sure makes a zero-G brew extra refreshing. It's an ale that's good for what ails you. Oh, and it's not the best choice, it's Spacer's choice. Taste the freedom. A lot of slogans to keep track of. Sometimes I forget. Have a look.
Let's sell all my junk. Spacer's choice. 30% discount. Really that I need.
I'm not going anywhere, you hear? You can't get me out of there.
Please don't make a scene, Dr. Fenhill.
I am not making a scene.
How are you?
I'm sorry. Am I causing a scene?
Yes.
See, Umfuru? We could have avoided all this unpleasantness if you just let me talk to Jessie in the first place. Let me get one thing straight. Jessie and I are not friends. I just owe her, okay? As for the rest, I'm trying to figure that out. All I know is that she's been here too long, and she's apparently not receiving visitors. Be my guest. If you know something I don't about dealing with hospital bureaucracy, I'll be impressed.
What seems to be the problem? If only my other patients had so many inquiring after them. I'll tell you what I've told the others. The records say Miss Doyle checked herself in and requested I admit no visitors. The requests of our patients are paramount, so no, you may not see her. She's not my patient. I'm certain no one on my staff would falsify patient records, if that's what you're implying. Take care.
What I can do.
Can't say I've seen you before. I take it you're a freighter captain? If you're here to better yourself, you'll have to wait. We're having a spot of trouble with our delivery service. Did he now? The mouth on that man. I swear his late mother'd be ashamed. He must be referring to Irion. I'm sure the fool's gotten himself into another scrape. I'm beginning to wonder if I'm ever gonna get my service mechanicals at this rate. I'd be grateful if you'd spare the time. We need his delivery soon as yesterday. Last he told me, he was taking a shortcut by Scylla, an asteroid in the Charybdis cluster. That's where I'd start, were I the adventuring type. You look out, though. The place is probably crawling with outlaws.
Wait.
BNP, I can't believe it.
Sublight Salvage. Their front looks surprisingly on the up and up.
The corporations never
You
live.
reckon we can shop here, or is it all spoke for?
The authorities stay off our trails. Salvage is a family business. We got each other's backs.
We'll go through them all just in case.
If you're hungry, you've come to the right place. I've got a fresh ground batch of spratwurst cooking. They're terra-fried to lock in the juices. How about a grinder's dozen?
You look like someone who's taken their share of cuts and bruises. Need some armor? Maybe it's a bit secondhand, but that's only a testament to its durability. We also have a line of specialized melee weapons, for those times you have to repel boarders but don't want to risk a bullet through the hull.
Sure. I guess 6 armor. Not bad. Buy this. Is it even worth? Probably not. I'd rather find stuff that news.
If you're not crew, you're little people.
Thought there'd be more machinery. Must be housed on a sub-level.
I could spend all day.
Junlei Tennyson. I'm captain around here, but chief to my...
And I'm going to take a break because I need a drink.
I'll be back soon.